Okay, guys, I'm out today first. So this is a sub day. So I've made you this little video of what we're doing today so that even though I'm not here, it still feels like I'm here. So your job is to follow along with what I do here in the video. But remember, of course, that you can pause the video anytime you need to move between watching the video and typing on your computer, because the first thing you will need to do is go to your OneNote or find the packet from yesterday, and then go to Units and Skills and Literary Skills, the same section we were in that you're looking at right here on the screen where we were taking notes yesterday. We are going to continue our notes with Author's Purpose, so that will be the next area as we move our way down. We're just remembering what all these different words mean, just refreshing our minds because it's been, maybe a year or two since you've talked about some of these. So characterization, we looked at last week and we wrote in the notes yesterday that those are simply the traits an author gives characters: fat, sarcastic, mean, thin, athletic, what have you. Then we talked about theme, and we said that theme is the message or the moral of a story. It's not going to be a single word like war, but instead it's going to be a sentence or a lesson like war is hell. It's not going to be about football. It might be that teamwork makes the dream work, or sometimes you must rely on the help of others. And then I also had you go in and find a theme out of your own personal narrative or your independent reading book. So today we look at Author's Purpose. And remember, you can pause this whenever you need to. So the first thing about Author's Purpose is you need to know that it's simply why the author is writing. So I wrote something. Well, why did I write it? That would be my purpose. And as the author, it's my author's purpose. So I already went ahead and filled a lot of this in. So again, just pause it if you need to, go back and forth, copy down the most important pieces. You don't have to get every word. You just need to make sure that you understand what this means. So the first thing, if the author is writing to inform you, then the author is simply sharing information. So informing you is sharing information or explaining something. So where does this happen? This happens, of course, in textbooks. Think about your science book where they explain to you the periodic table or whatnot. It happens in all those nonfiction books about war or science or social studies or psychology. It happens in documentaries when you watch, the Nature Channel and you see a bunch of that. It's simply informing you about nature. It happens in self-help books and news articles, and also in the world of English class, it happens in expository essays where you're simply explaining about a topic. If the author is trying to entertain you, then he or she is trying to simply create something you will enjoy, something you'll enjoy reading. It is for entertainment, hence the word entertain. So where do I see that? I see that in fiction books and stories. I see that in poetry. I see that in plays. I see it in TV and movie scripts. I mean, somebody had to write the script before they could make, the new season of Stranger Things or whatnot. So that would be a type of writing that is designed for entertainment. You also see it here in the world of English class in short stories and narrative essays. You just wrote me a story and I will enjoy reading them, so therefore they are writing to entertain. If you are writing to persuade somebody, you are trying to make them think or do something. So persuade is going to involve some sort of call to action, and you see that here in the world of English in persuasive essays, of course, but you also see it in opinion articles. If you've gone to a news site or you've seen a post pop up on social media that's talking about we need to do something to this or sign this petition for that, that's going to be a persuasive piece. You also see it in commercials. You see it in infomercials where they're trying to make you buy something. You see it in political articles and websites where they're trying to make you vote for somebody or not vote for somebody else. You see it in all sorts of different sales pitches. Buy now, click here to learn more, sign up for special offers. Anything like that is going to be to persuade. If they're telling you what to do or think, it's persuasive. Express. This is one you may not have heard of before, but it's a worthy category because expression does not always fit into some of the others. So when you're writing to express, you are simply trying to share your thoughts and feelings. So if you're just telling me why you love something or why you hate something or how tired you are or how hungry you are, that is going to be writing to express. And you do that in journals, you do that in diaries and blog posts, poetry, song lyrics, social media sometimes, right? I can't believe it. Life is so terrible right now. That's writing to express. But song lyrics and poetry, let's talk about these really quickly. You write song lyrics or poetry for lots of reasons, right? You could write to express, just you're putting your emotions out there. Or we have some songs and poems that are written, look up here, it's also written to entertain, right? If I'm writing a poem because I want you to enjoy it, that's writing for entertainment. And I'm pretty sure we all know that songs can also be written to entertain other people. But sometimes songs and poems are written to try to change the world, right? We're trying to share something, make people think a certain way. And so in a situation like that, then it also would be, you could have poetry that is written to persuade, or you could have song lyrics that are written to persuade. So for example, sometimes you have the battling rap battles or whatever, and those are written to basically persuade you to agree with the rapper or singer or whatnot, which means it's persuasive. So it is possible that an author can do lots of different types of things in the same piece of work. It can be entertaining, but also persuasive. It can be expressing his thoughts in a persuasive way. So since you're older now, understand that sometimes the author can do lots of things in a single piece of writing. So these are the notes. So pause if you need to, go back in, make sure that's done, and then let's take a look at some quick examples. So example 1, let me change this really fast. Tofu is a product that is becoming very popular as a low-calorie, cholesterol-free meat substitute. Formerly, it was found exclusively in Oriental markets, blah, blah, blah. This white cheese-like substance, that sounds disgusting, is made from the condensed milk of soybeans, extremely. So this is just giving us information, right? So this one is simply trying to inform us. Example 2, our criminal justice system today is a disgrace. Modern day criminals have more rights than an honest citizen ever imagined were written into our U.S. Constitution. Murderers and rapists are typically set free on legal technicalities, et cetera, et cetera. It's time to reform our criminal justice system and make our society a safer place for those who do follow the laws. So this is wanting us to do something, right? It wants us to reform our criminal justice system. So that means this one is persuade. I like this Galaxy pen. This is fun. All right, so example 3, I am so sad today. I was looking forward to eating my breakfast all morning, strawberry frosted Pop-Tarts, yum. But when I went to the cabinet to grab the Pop-Tart, I discovered that I was out. I had already eaten all of the Pop-Tarts last week, sobbing. This is obviously somebody is sharing their feelings. I totally made this up for this example, but sharing feelings is simply expressing yourself. Express yourself, right? So I'm expressing my thoughts and feelings there. And then example 4, you probably can guess what this one will be. This is an excerpt from Harry Potter. I'm holding a room down in one of the roomier dungeons. Friends will be coming. It would be an honor if you would attend. Nearly headless Nick is watching Harry Potter. No, said Harry quickly. I'll come. My dear boy Harry Potter at my death day party. So this is a made-up story. It's about wizards and things. So it's, of course, going to be for entertainment. So entertain. So those would be 4 quick examples. So we have inform, persuade, express, entertainment, and why we know those are what they are, of course, is built in. So entertainment, it's a story. It's fantasy. It's about wizards. Okay. So as you go, I don't know what just happened to my spelling there. Just ignore that word. But as you go, you're looking for this. So this one has feelings. So that's how I know it's expressing. And my pen is dying is what's happening. So that one has to do with feelings. Example 2, it's telling us to do something. So that's persuading us. This one is just simply throwing out information about a white cheese-like substance, which sounds disgusting. So that is informing us. I'm sure it's delicious, but it just sounds gross the way they've described it here. So those are the 4 author's purposes that you need to know. Understand, of course, that they can be blended. You can express your feelings while also trying to persuade me that strawberry Pop-Tarts are the way to go, for example. So you can mix them together. So what you will do next is on the same document that gave you the link to this video, you will go and click on the next one. And what you'll be doing is working on a practice identifying these authors' purposes in the quizzes website. So there's a practice set of questions, and then there's a skill check where we'll see if this information is sticking with you. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.